Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time for another Eden run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Whew. Man, I'm not going to lie, I had to take about a day and a half off after that last run just because of the sheer length of everything, but also just because of the stress, especially towards the very end there. But thank you all very much for watching that run and also making that like streak goal possible. I'll be announcing the next one this weekend, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We've already got another one on the like streak tally. Thank you very much for making that possible. Hopefully your 2025s have started off to a great start, just like it has here for me. And that crazy run. Here's your meme of the day. This was sent in on the Sinvicta Discord by Rabies. Title of the post was "The Troll Engine Works in Mysterious Ways." Psst, psst. Hey, Invicta, got a note for you. Getting TP'd not once but twice. Yep. It's always great whenever you don't have Guppy's eye for that, because obviously you can't tell what's inside of the chest. But whenever it's first time, it's like, okay, hey, look at that one. Hey, that's pretty good there. Second time, yeah, fool me twice. Shame on me. Seed day is going to be 2 X-Ray Romeo Tango Lima 78 Echo. Oh, we got the box and a whole lot of stuff just came out. We also have Glass Cannon again, starting off with, well, it's not a terrible start. I mean, I've already pretty much said my piece when it came to Glass Cannon. As you see right there, there goes all of our, oh, it's Curse the Blind too. It's just super great. I've already said my piece when it comes to Glass Cannon. Glass Cannon is just it's an item that, yes, it can be good, but it's almost not, and I say almost not worth ever having ever, just because of the sheer danger. Now, we don't take double damage while it's broken currently. So that's just the one thing you just have to look out for. Yeah, I can say the world card. One thing you have to look out for with Glass Cannon is whenever it's charged. That's when you got to be paying real close attention to your HP and also not getting hit. Holy Mantle, of course, is phenomenal with Glass Cannon because you don't have to worry about taking that bad hit at the get-go. But it's a good early game carry that's very dangerous. It won't kill you, but it can kill you if you're not careful, especially if you have low movement speed and you get double tapped, something like that. Then yeah, it's all over, baby. And the box, of course, just gives us a bunch of random stuff. Not going to take any blind items, not yet anyway, but we'll see. Our stats are not terrible, right? Our stats they're workable here. We need a little bit of damage. Our tears rate is okay. Oh man, this is about to be satisfying as all heck. And that's about the only blind item that can actually hurt us. So, out of a boss room anyway. Yep. Well, we can't afford the Soul Heart, so I guess we're just going to head on down. Farewell treatment, everybody. Yep. You know, a lot of people they ask me, like, how come you don't like experimental treatment? How come you don't take it, or blah, blah, blah. I only take experimental treatment under the circumstance of me needing to get spun. That is about it. Other than that, experimental treatment is always a zero, no way I pick this up item. We can get rid of Glass Cannon, but honestly now, with our damage being so bad because of experimental treatment, I think we have to stay with Glass Cannon for now anyway. But if we can get rid of it, this would be the floor to do it on. But yeah, we need significant damage upgrades now. So yeah, that is the only opportunity for me to ever care about experimental treatment, is if we're going to get spun. I see that we are January. Now listen up. Listen up. It's an actual new month and new year. You get to set the tone for everything that this year has to offer, all right? We don't want to end it like we don't want to start like we ended it with December now. We gotta have some quality runs here. should try to go into the shop first. I think what I'm going to do is I'm also going to take Mr. Boom and go into the secret room since we don't have any bombs. Yeah, this is not good. I mean, if you notice how many shots it's taking to kill just regular flies. 1.73 without any accompanying tear effects is just god awful. And the crappy thing about this room is that we can't even hit any of them. I could have used Mr. Boom to go after this tinted rock and maybe bomb them, but then we wouldn't have any entry, at least after doing this room, into the secret room until after. We would have to clear 2 more rooms essentially to do that. And I don't have faith in our ability to stay safe in those 2 rooms. So we're going to have to take glass cannon is what I'm trying to say. But as long as they stay over the rocks, they can't hit us. So that, I mean, hey, the rotten heart, it acts as a pseudo soul heart here. It will prevent us from taking damage, and it won't go. It will not. It will essentially save us the devil deal if we take a hit. But we cannot have glass cannon with it. So it's all. This one's it's a wonky start here. It wouldn't be so bad if our damage didn't get nuked. And there's no soul heart in here. All right. So let's use Mr. Boom here. Got 1 singular soul heart, which helps us. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I think that this is one of those times where we're just going to have to stick with glass cannon unless we get some kind of major, and I mean major help from the devil deal and the boss room. But we get 1 bomb. There is another tinted rock in that previous room, so we should go to the shop and go buy that right now. Or that works too. Thank you, game. See, that's all we're looking for. January. You know, it's like I said, it's a new year. But we have to. I don't want to nuke our movement speed. It's not. I mean, 0.2 speed down is not like a nuke, but it's you know, it's dangerous to go below 1 movement speed. But we need a damage though. I mean, any damage right now synergizes with glass cannon. Obviously, we need it for our regular shots, so it's a no-brainer. You just have to take it. Take the good with the bad. We get a tears upgrade and shot speed upgrade, something that we desperately needed here. The shot speed anyway. And we get a non-devil deal devil deal. All right. The 2024 was a great year in the mosh pit. It was a great year overall. I mean, I had a new outlook on stuff, and you know, focusing on getting more short form content out with the shorts and stuff like that. It gave me an opportunity to also support Alex and give him more work to do, and that always feels good. You know, Alex is Agramanopolis. He's the artist who does all the thumbnails, the amazing thumbnails, except when he needs a day off or if he's sick or something like that. He does all the shorts for editings, that sort of stuff, and has been a great addition to the team Invicta. I have Mark, my bandmate, the guitarist and songwriter in the Ward of Lauder. I pay him as well, and all these people that I pay here, and I have a couple of other employees that help me out with the Pokemon stuff. All of these people I could not pay them and give them like a part-time job if it weren't for the support of the mosh pit. And 2024 saw the most support so far anyway. You know, and I don't like to talk about the financials of everything, because at the end of the day, I don't do this job as is just because of, you know, the pay or anything like that. But it allows me to support my friends. It allows me to support people who need support, and all of that is tied into just feeling good, knowing that I've got people who support me, which allows me to support other people. Does that make sense? It sounds like I'm talking in a circle there, but that's been the most important job. That's been the most important aspect about this job for me. And 2024 really, really dialed in on me taking on more people that I could help out, and also getting more help to further grow stuff like the Pokemon stuff, Magic the Gathering stuff. You know, all that stuff has been great. It's just it's a feedback loop of positive, not positivity, but of positive returns in many ways, not just financial, but of course, like I just said. Okay, 2 super jumps in a row, huh? All right. And this fantastic shop after that double deal. I just want to say thank you all for making 2024 the best so far. And cannot wait to see what 2025 has to offer. All right, we got to get dialed in here because this is potentially a run that can snowball out of control here if we let it. Again, the movement speed down was definitely a big. That was a big event. It wasn't as big as us losing all of our damage to experimental treatment, but I have to remember that and remind myself that we have glass cannon. This is not a run that we can just take bad damage here and there. I bought the full charge to avoid 2 things. One, to avoid damage, and secondly, to avoid having to do the boss fight without any damage at all from glass cannon, because this would be a nightmare with anything less than 4 damage. And we get a basic HP upgrade. Oh boy. There are so many things going through my mind yesterday during that episode, and like I said, again, curtain lifted back a little bit here. This is about day 2. It's about 2 days since I recorded that episode now, and I was really worried about where I got the most worried in that run was Shoal. I figured that Womb 2 wouldn't be too bad, but Shoal, the game kicks it up a notch. I think everyone who plays Isaac knows that. And that is the first time that I was like, ooh, we got to be there's some careful. We got to be real careful. I think there was, if I recall correctly, there was a close call in Shoal. Very close call where we had that. I almost ripped that Fool card. I'm glad I didn't, but it was exceedingly close. And you know, if we had gone down yesterday, I would have been upset, obviously, but it would not have been the end of the world, you know. No, I will not be. I'll not be. Okay. It would have been fine. I'll take the small version. I won't take the big one. That one potentially could also destroy us. It wouldn't be the end of the world. I think that some people would have been obviously really upset because I've been saying as soon as we die on Eden, we're gonna go to the random streaking, and then after that, it's right back to Eden. I mean, that's how it's always been. But if we had died and gone out on a 5 or 6 victory lap run, I think that's definitely the best way we could have gone out. Knowing that we were doing something exceedingly dangerous and very, very challenging, that's how I would like to lose. I would much rather do that than like walk into a, I don't know, say a donation or a temperance machine, for example, on a 12 victory lap run. And in that run, for the birthday run, that run was like 4 hours, 5 hours, something like that. It was something ridiculous, and it was built off of us having Void and just a bunch of passive stat ups. That's the only way that happens. And I think that you could definitely, you don't have to go to that extreme for stat farming, but you do have to do some stat farming. which may not be the most exciting part of Isaac, obviously, but it is essential if you're going to try something as crazy as doing just, you know, an untold number of victory laps. I thought for a brief second I was going to maybe do like an extra one, like 7, but I was pretty spooked after Shoal, and I said, that would also be a Various Invicta way to go out. Would be we did the challenge, and then I wanted to do like just one more, either to be silly or as a gaff or something like that, or just to, you know, whatever, like do something I didn't have to, and then we die on that. That would be the most me way to die. Defizzle, huh? We haven't had the D4 in a while. It could be interesting. We just got a whole butt ton of... Got a whole lot of HP here. Okay. It's not terrible. Our tears rate definitely suffered, but... it's not terrible. I am going to miss having the treasure map, but that's okay. We could probably roll back into it, or just roll past it and then get accredited for it with the game giving it to us on our map anyway, even after we re-roll. Sty is good here for extra shots, although our shot speed did go back down to our default, which is 0.79. But we're now not suffering from the effects of experimental treatment. And also, it's kind of lame that the game started us with the box. I'm just going to be honest. It's not a passive item that gives us any benefit past, you know, picking it up, and then that's that. So it's good that we're able to re-roll that eternal item. This is not a phenomenal run here to start off with. Given the fact that we got a blank shop, and the biggest problem with this run is that we got that blank devil deal, is a real shame. And people often ask me like, well, how it's impossible to get to miss 100% devil deal. No, it's not. That was 100% devil deal. That was not a devil deal. We got 2 hearts out of it. There was nothing in there. By my definition, that is missing a devil deal, because we didn't get anything. Now, it'd be different, obviously, if we had gotten something, or if we gotten 2 bad items and then I just passed on it. I wouldn't call that missing a devil deal. That would be disingenuous. But straight up just not getting anything out of a devil deal, to me, in my mind, by my definition, that is not getting a devil deal. The Krampus fights, you know, begrudgingly I'll count them as devil deals, because yes, you can only get the Krampus items inside of a devil deal. But yeah, that's one of those examples, man. Like, it's like, well, he's kind of got a point. People think I over-exaggerate the fact of missing an 100% devil deal, as if that's some kind of wild claim. So you really stop to think about it. And that's one of those things that I hear a lot of, is that, like, you know, I never really understood why you do the things you do and play the way you play. But now that I've started playing Isaac, because I got it for Christmas or something like that, now it all makes sense. Yeah, we got the defizzle here. I am going to rip it. Rip it good. We got Continuum. Inner Eye is our eternal item. Stapler. I mean, we got a lot of damage, but that's because of purity. I don't mind the Inner Eye. I don't mind Continuum. 9 volts is kind of nice. Ooh, that was close. That was also weird, though. Like, we shot that shot, and the baby phased into it. Oh my gosh, that's 20 cents right there. I'll happily take that. 68 cents right now. No shop to spend it in. Yeah, I don't know how people would feel if and when we do actually lose on Eden. I don't know how people would feel if they would want to see like the random streak, or if people would just miss Eden too much because of just how normal it's been for everybody for years. For years and years and years. I'm sure that there's, and I'm not sure, I'm definitely sure that there is a group of viewers. We're just getting a bunch of repeat items. I don't understand it. There's probably a fair bit amount of people in the mosh pit that would love to see something different than Eden, but the fact of the matter is Eden is still just our, I mean, he's our go-to. He's my favorite character to play, obviously. And I think that a lot of people, oh my gosh, we're about to fire a whole bunch of extra items here, or extra shops. This could be the run that we're sticking with here, but just because piercing shots and this many multiple projectiles is pretty gnarly. One more heart there. As you saw, the rotten heart only accounts for 1 tap, and that's it, because there's no such thing as a partial rotten heart. I'm happy with Splunker's helm, even though it keeps on showing up, and honestly, I'm fine with that. It's better than no mapping. Robobaby 2.0 ain't bad. He can do some damage. You can remote control him, and he just fires at random. Not at random, but he fires randomly. That makes sense. You can control where he goes, so he won't fire at everything, but most of the time he does a pretty good job at eliminating stuff remotely. Keeps you safe. What am I doing? You literally just got done talking about Splunker Helm. You can see the super secret room on the map. What are you doing? Use his tongue. We probably don't need Counterfeit Penny anymore, to be honest. A lot of red hearts. Too bad there's not a sack room here. Oh, baby. Keeper sack. Now we probably actually do need... We probably do need to get Counterfeit Penny. Even though we only have one more shop left, it would be wise. We also have Bloody Lust, by the way, which is the reason why our damage went up so much. And hey, we'll take Black Powder. Let's go. We're not going to make Boss Rush, obviously. Let's use Juice's Tongue for now to help cut down the cost of Devil Deals if we get one here. And then we'll go back. We'll double back and go get Counterfeit Penny. I mean, Black War. Good God, dude. The clown physics in this room. Okay, so this is good. We're going to take 9 lives, and we're going to take Sinvicta robes, and then profit off of the HP there. We could have done that in backwards order. Actually, if we had done that in backwards order, we would have ended up with 1 extra HP. But Juice's Tongue did save us some. It saved us 2 hearts essentially, so that's pretty good. Either way, though, we finally get a Devil Deal locked in. It only took us 5 floors, but we got there. Got a Guppy item, and we still have the D4 on the back burner just in case we need to roll for something. I know. Some people out there are going to be like, well, you could have taken experimental treatment if you're just going to D4 anyway. Not about the money. About sending a message. Not going to let the game clown me like that. Trying to get in there and use cube of meat. Got a little bit too close. Now, there is another strategy we could have employed there, and this is something that I haven't really done too much of, but with a guppy item sitting there, if we had had an extra W item of any kind, theoretically what we could have done is we could have taken Sin Robes, Invicta Robes. We could have taken Invicta Robes, right? Ooh. Actually, Cursed Eye with this many shots is actually kind of broken. I'll show you. It's like Neptunus, but kind of better. Yeah, that's a lot of burst damage. We just have to be careful of teleporting now. What we could have done is we could have taken some Invicta Robes and then D4'd to try to fish for a guppy item before taking 9 lives to give us an extra one. That's a lot of damage, especially with those piercing shots. It's so good. That's right, he did it. I don't know where Cursed Eye guy is, but oh, another blank shot. I mean, at least we can smelt. At least we got something out of Keeper's Sack, but that's truly a disappointment. I'm going to hold on to D4 for now, just in case the teleports get too much for Cursed Eye. How did we hit that one? Should have hit everyone but that one. There we go. HP, we'll go ahead and take it. And look at that damage there. If all the shots land on a target, yeah. And we're not even, I mean, we have 13 damage, which is a lot. But you wouldn't think that 13 damage looks like that, where we could just 2-shot Mask of Infamy, for example. We know that we don't have to go into this room here. It's just going to be a dead end. If it wasn't a dead end, we would have seen the map continue on to the west. So we know that the item room and the item room and the boss fight are over to the east side here. Full card. I take it back. It would have extended. I guess because it's a bigger room. It's the only reason why I was there. We'll take the Book of Revelations. That was a teleport there. I mean, technically speaking, Cursed Eye helped us, because we would have had to double back for the item room anyway. The Cursed Eye will fire up a charge shot, and if you get hit while charging your shots, you have a chance of getting teleported. It's not guaranteed, but you will usually teleport. That's and only if the charge shot is charging. Also, Brain, I'm not going to remind you again. You have Spelunker's Helm. I'm getting all these pennies. Ain't going to stop me, game. Go back, put some money into the donation machine. So you can, if you have enough HP, you can game teleport meta with Cursed Eye. Which is pretty nice whenever it works out. Now, when it doesn't work out is when you're fighting in boss or something like that, and you're almost at the very end, and then you get hit by something, and then you get teleported, and then they get full HP, and you don't. That's when Cursed Eye is truly a bad thing. But as long as you're careful, you can tap fire as well. That's another thing that I've become accustomed doing. Cursed Eye anyway, but Cursed Eye I take very few and far between. This was one of those times where I think it did make a lot of sense. There we go. Didn't get a double deal here. We'll just take the pull. Might have a teleport opportunity. Voice is still kind of iffy from yesterday. That's a long video, man. 3.5 hours. Over 3.5 hours. That is a very big time video. But a good one, though. I'm willing to not waste, but I'm willing to not get a couple charges here. Just so we have a chance of getting tears up or something from the boss instead of us getting a horseman. We're probably gonna get a horseman anyway, but give him the full blast. No, it's gonna be Matriarch. Now we can use the Book of Revelations. That knockback from Pisces is doing work too. Just gotta be careful. Gotta be careful we don't teleport. And a 76%. Dude, this run is straight up just afraid to give us devil deals. Assuming we get a devil deal here, that would make the lowest amount possible of devil deals to get, which would be 2 on any given run. Because we didn't get a devil deal on floor 2. We had to wait till floor 5 to get our first actual devil deal. And then now we're going to be on floor 8 for us to get the other actual devil deal. And that's if and only if there's an actual item in there. This combo working out beautifully here. Again, take a look at the map. Notice how it keeps on extending over to the northwest side. It means that there is as far as we can tell, there's still another room to go over there. Yep, there you go. That's the reason why I love me Spelunker's Helm. Squeezy, finally get our tears upgrade. Yeah, we should probably do this just for the polar invincibility. And now we're not going to get a double deal. There we go. You get an angel deal, so yeah, we only got 1 true devil deal on this entire run. That is that's almost impressive if you think about it. It takes some real talent there not to get a devil deal. We're going to take Uncle Holy Water, which is fine. Our first Uncle Holy Water appearance. This would constitute a room that Sinvicta does not feel like being in. Now, there is a sack room here. This is a dead end over here, too. Could go for the Uno reverse and go fight Lamb. I can't be bothered. I've pushed enough barrels this year. A quarter. We do have 9 lives. I don't know how you lived through that. Yeah, we have to walk out and walk back in, though, because we have Polar Invincibility active. This is also going to serve us 2 ways, because it's going to give us a damage upgrade anyway. If we do decide to stay for Isaac, which I might end up just doing. Fortunately, we have to go through this room again. Some good damage there. Wouldn't mind finding a red heart or two. Good freeze there by Uncle Holy Water. Holy moly. No pun intended. Pisces is doing a lot of the heavy lifting here with the knockbacks. I think it's gonna go east. Seagrams have also been kind of off lately so far. Looks of Death is not bad. Well, we found the boss room here. Soul Hearts is great. That should pay for the rest of the taps. Well, I guess. A Soul Heart. Roll bombs. Free key there. I do not want to go down to 0 hearts. If possible. We're only 1 tap away though from seeing whether or not we have a we have 7 soul hearts or 30 cents. So I just don't want to lose. I don't want to have to fight Isaac on 1 HP essentially. I'm gonna hold off on using this using the Book of Revelations right now just to see if we can. All we need is a red heart game. Thank you. That's all I cared about. Alright, let's see if we get the 7 soul hearts or if it's going to be the 30 cents. That's 7 soul hearts, nice. A lot of HP there. Pull the old switcheroo. Hoping for W items. We do get Death's Touch, and that's about it. So now the all-important question is, where do we go for the lamb, and do we use the cursed eye teleport? Well, again, the cursed eye teleport's not guaranteed. You have to be charging the shot, but you also have to take damage. So it's not like teleport meta is super reliable with cursed eye. It's just kind of useful. Oh my god, we just destroyed Vistula without... There was 0 spiders coming out of there. That was nuts. Death's Touch is a huge, huge help here. Can't believe Monster lived through that. It appears that all of these are dead ends. Yep. That's twice now that the super secret room did not betray where the location of the boss room was. In fact, we are the ones who have been betrayed. So we know that all these are dead ends, because if they weren't, we would see it continue on the map thanks to Spelunky. But we know that that's not. We know that that's the case, is that they're just dead ends. And that's why I like the item. If it doesn't give you full mapping, it at least will tell you, hey, you're going the wrong way. Spider or bursting sack. I don't know why I'm bombing that. Okay, so judging from Judging from the map and Spelunker Helm, it looks like northwest is where we want to be going for lamb. Nope. I'd be incorrect. That was an unintentional circle there, but it's nice to have. The extra damage there. There it is. We can use Arrow Walk as well. It's a card that you don't see me use that often. We use this to slow down lamb. Oh my God. Seriously. They both did the Mega Troll Bomb attack at the exact same time. Okay, Wraths, I need you to calm down. Alright? I like you, Wrath. You're my dude and everything, but you just settle down with these Mega Troll Bombs, all right? We already saw enough from Double Pride. Okay. Use Arrow Walk. Arrow Walk's going to severely slow down the enemy. We can just keep them locked in as long as I don't bung up Cursed Eye. A big pentagram. I did not know we were on 1 HP. Well, now we don't have Arrow Walk anymore. Now we gotta, like, try and stuff, Lamb. You happy? Probably happy. There we go. Down goes Lamb. I think we're going to call it there. Good run, though. I got to say, shout out to the D4. D4 got us to where we needed to go, and shout out to our one and only one Devil Deal, I guess. It was a wonky run, but we did it. Thank you for watching, everyone. Happy New Year. Again, thank you so much for the support on yesterday's video, and yeah, it's on to the next one. I'll be announcing the new Like Streak goal after sometime this weekend, so stay tuned for that. And if you're not subscribed already here and you enjoy seeing Daily Isaac content, make sure you're subscribing down below, and also, of course, turning on notifications, leaving comments, clicking the like button. All that stuff is the best way to support my channel. Starting off the brand new year with 2 banger runs and counting. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making 2024 so awesome, and here's to 2025. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Jacob Tatman, Bryson Wills, Shay Dotan, and Vincent Velasquez. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.